My name is Professor Chris Baker. I'm Professor of Religion, Belief and Public Life, based at Goldsmiths College, University of London.
Convoy of Hope, in partnership with the University of London, conducted a study to determine if the work they were doing was effective and would stand up against the academic scrutiny of a leading research university.
It's probably worth saying that this was possibly quite a risky venture for Convoy of Hope, because they're working with a totally secular partner. So although we look at faith and religion, we don't look at it through a confessional lens, if you like, but we try to look at it from a kind of policy framework. So we decided that we might look at how the faith and spirituality of women living in often very precarious situations, how they use the resources of their own faith and spirituality to access the Convoy of Hope program, and what value does the Convoy of Hope program bring to those existing resources. So the first part of what the study was about was listening to the voice of women, the voice of the women who access Convoy of Hope programs. So we wanted to get a sense of their daily lives, the challenges they found, the sources of support they found, the role that faith and spirituality played in their daily life, the kind of routines that they had, and particularly what they appreciated and valued from the Convoy of Hope program. The second element was to try and understand the efficacy or the impact of their program, and maybe how it could be improved. And then the third element, I think, was combining those two together and saying, this is still a topic that we don't really know enough about. The relationship between religion, resilience, compassion, psychological well-being, and all those things that allow people to live and flourish in the context of precarity and severe challenge and trauma. So how do we create communities that are going to face the shocks of pandemics, climate emergency, dwindling resources? And the answer has to be in creating communities and individuals who have high levels of resilience within themselves because of their faith, but how that faith then is worked out in terms of positive motivation through creating networks of compassion and equipping all people in local communities to become local enablers, local leaders. Convoy of Hope is aware of the importance of teaching how to do things proficiently, better, in the context where people are also able to pay attention to their inner lives and their spiritual lives as well, so that you're not just simply, going on a program to learn to be a better farmer. What this model does is it increases resilience for the future because it allows growth to take place at sustainable levels. It balances out the growth. It's not just about one or two people acquiring massive amounts of wealth and everyone else surviving on almost next to nothing. What Convoy of Hope are recognizing is that you're building the social entrepreneurs and the leaders of the future, so that through their work they will create more sources of local resilience. So the money that they create will stay in the local community. For me, this is all about investing to save money in the future by creating assets in local communities that will help reduce costs in the future. And I think what the basic message that comes through from all of this is that despite all the traumas and the precarious nature of the life that you're living, you still have a choice as to whether you want to live a life that's kind of buffeted or separated from everyone, or a life that is engaging with making a contribution, will enhance your psychological well-being in ways that money in a way can't buy.